So, so yesterday I just go through once. Okay. So yesterday we saw that what is HTML. So HTML is hypertext markup language, not a programming language. So this HTML is used to create only for web pages and documents, building for blog for web. Okay. Then don't need this. So what we need to start with just a browser and one VS Code editor. What we need again. So creating a how to create HTML file, already we did that using dot extension in the end of the file name, and we run it on the browser, and also we just saw how these URLs are actually working. Then what we did, tag syntax. So then the page structure.
Sir, screen shareable is not available.
Now is it visible, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So we saw the page structure and doc types. So today what we want to learn is what is inline block element and block level element. Okay. So what I do, so I take this out. Okay. Uh, keep it here. So here the thing is today this is the most important thing. Okay, because inline versus block level element is the most important in HTML. So what does this mean? So before that, I will show you some examples. So here I'm having some H1 hello world. Okay. So I'm opening in my browser using the live server extension in VS Code. So we know already this. So whatever we are giving into the HTML file, it's going to output in a browser, right? So here, what is block level element? Okay. So if you see the definition, start on a new line and take full width available. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to right click it and giving inspect. Okay. So what the inspect do? So the element is whatever the tags you are having in your HTML document that will show here. Okay, we can able to inspect this and see how these things are actually working here in this browser. Okay, that is what the element tab, and we have some console and we have network performance memory kind of lot of tabs. Okay, we can see we will see this we will see this on when we get into the JavaScript. Okay, now this is what we're going to use only the element tab. So in the element we have that h1, and inside the h1 tag we have hello world. So if I back to my code, you see this is what we are actually seeing in the element tab. Okay, so is there any doubt in this?
No.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, if you see in the left corner, I have some small icon, okay, with like a cursor pointer. So I click that, and then I take my cursor to this hello world. So you see, this is actually now selecting, okay. So the blue color space is actually full space. What that mean is actually the full space is occupied, okay. The orange, I will tell you about what is the orange color are doing like that way. So now just imagine this blue color is just occupied total space. So the browser start from 0 to 100%. Okay, here the 0% started, and here the 100% ended. Okay, so if I hover this again, you see start from 0 to 100, the blue color line got applied, right? So if I do another hello world here and I make this hello world 2, then back to my browser. So both are actually take the total available space of the browser. Okay. So this is the block level element. So the definition is start on a new line, take full width available. So I cannot able to I cannot able to can wrap the element to next to this element, right? Because I cannot able to add the element to next to this hello world because it already takes a full space occupied. For example, if you see it is some uh, table, okay. Just imagine here the table is there. So there are 10 babies are sitting inside. I want to take the 11th baby and want to sit in the same row, but I cannot able to do that because the space is already occupied. What I will do, I just take that baby and take, and I will take the baby and sit it in the next row, right? Put it in the next row. You see, the baby is now in this row. So the same concept is applying here. The hello world already occupied the total space, and the hollow world 2 also occupy the total space. Okay, so this is the block level element. So start on a new line, take full width available. So what is inline element? So if I do, I will give you the example what tags are a block level element and what tags are inline element. Okay, so I'm having a span here. So this span name is hello. So hello world, and this span is hello world 2. Okay. So when I use the H1, it takes a full width available, and this H1 also takes a full width available, and it's actually sit down one by down. Okay. So what the span is, it takes a hello and hello world too. So I'm coming here. So you see, this hello world is not wrapping down. Okay, because what the definition is, do not start on a new line. Take only the necessary width. Okay, what this, if I inspect the span element, you see it's not taking a full total width available. It's taking only the content necessary width. Okay, the hollow world takes only the necessary width, so that I can able to push another children next to this hollow world also. Okay, so this is the thing how the block level element and the inline element is actually working. So the block level element is take the full width available and start on a new line. So the both are block level element. So when you hover some element like this way, so you see this blue color line occupied fully. So what this means, it's actually a block level element. So if you come to this inline element, it's not gonna take the full width available because it's an inner element. It's going to take only the available space of this hello world and hello world 2. Okay, so this is the difference between the inline element and the block level element. Okay, so understand?
Yes, sir. Sir, what is the use of that span, sir? Span tag.
I will let you know that when we get into some. Okay, just
Okay.
wait a minute. I will explain you.
Sir, will you share this PPT, sir? In group?
Yeah. Once we complete this total HTML, I will share this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so you have any doubt in this block level element and inline element? Again, I'm saying block level element takes total width available of the browser space, and inline element takes only the necessary space of the element what the size of the element content. Okay, so if we have some other kind of things, just just like this way, it takes only that necessary width. Okay, so over the span, it takes only the necessary width. Okay. So this is how this inline element and block level elements are actually working. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, just I will show you some tag attributes. Okay. So is there any doubt in block level and inline element?
No, sir.
Okay. So what are the block level element tags are? Okay. Okay. Super. So what are the block level and inline element tags are? Okay. So I will show you some simple tags. Okay, because there is a lot of tags in HTML. We're not gonna use all the tags because I don't want to waste your time and also my time. Okay, because in my past 4 years I just used more, like 50 or 50 tags or like that way. Okay, so I will show you that only because that is what you need to create some web applications, also the website. Okay, because if you get into some institute like that way, they will teach you lot of tags. You don't need the tag, and also you don't want, you can't able to use that. Okay, because this is the thing what you require to add in your project. So I will give you all the examples. So here the block level element you see in the bottom, I have a div and h1 to h6 paragraph form. Just for the example I'm just giving you, there is a lot of block level elements. I will show you all the things. So for example, now there is a div tag and the h1 h1 to h6 we already saw that. So the h1 to h6 is the heading tag, and the paragraph tag is the form tag. So these tags are all the block level element. What that block level element is going to do, take a full width available space and start a new line. So why it is start on a new line? Because previous element is already take the full width available. Okay, so I cannot able to uh, push that another child next to that previous element because the space is already occupied. So for when I'm coming to the inline element, the tags name called span, image, and a anchor tag. This is called anchor tag. We will use to navigate to one page to another page. I will show you the examples now. So these are the inline tags. For just I'm giving you some examples. We'll use this tag in our project when we getting into there. Okay. So now there is a tag attribute. Okay. All tags can have attribute. For example, so now this H1 is not having any name or kind of things, right? Because this is now anonymous. So only we know that it is HTML, but we have two H1 here. So how can we specify both elements? Okay. So we can give the attribute to it. Okay. Provide information about an element. So if you have two or more than one or two elements in your document as a H1 tag, so we can give it as a name value, okay, key value or name value. You can say whatever one, but mostly they will say key value first, okay. So what the key value do, it takes some ID, class name, and that value. I will give you the attribute. What are the attribute is actually default in HTML. So for example, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add some title to my H1, okay. So how do you add means it placed in within the start tag only. You can't do this in a end tag of this element. Okay. For example, if I'm back to here, if I'm giving title equal to greet. Okay. So the H1 title is greet, and this purpose of H1 is only for greet. Okay. I'm mentioning like that way. So it is returning me back hello world. So if I'm back to my heading tag here, you see in the heading tag I'm having some attribute, right? So this is called an attribute. It's not visible in the document. Actually you're giving some name value path to this HTML tag. Okay, it takes the title as a key and the key value is greet. Okay, that small value of that. Okay, so we'll have another attribute kind of classes, IDs, and we can also set our own attribute using kind of JavaScript. When we get into JavaScript, we use our own attribute. Okay, this attribute is coming. This attribute is default attribute. The title attribute is the HTML default attribute. Okay, so we'll see a lot of attributes kind of things for upcoming sessions. Okay, so for now, I just introduce the title attribute. Okay, I'm just giving some name to this anonymous H1 tag. Okay, you understand? Just we are providing some information to an empty element. Okay, I'm saying the empty element means we have to specify the tags. Okay, for example, if we have 50 or 60 H1 tag, so all things are not like how do I say? All things are not unique one, right? Because we have to give the some unique value to the H1. So that I gave this like a unique value to this H1 as a title and the value is 3. Okay, just providing some information. So this is not the way how we use this attribute. There is a class attribute and ID attribute. We will get into once we get in that CSS. Okay. So this is just a tag attribute. Just remember, provide information about an element. That's it. Okay. So it takes as a key and value, and it should add in only the start tag. Okay. Understand?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now again, what I'm going to okay. So HTML5 semantic tags. Okay. So what the semantic elements clearly describe is meaning to both the browser and the developer. So for example, now what I'm going to, I'm just getting some website. Okay. So I'm back to my website. So just imagine like your house. Okay. Your house has some ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, like that way. Like that way, you actually say to other people, right? I'm in the first floor, I'm in the second floor. The same concept apply in the website. So it's actually like a sections. Okay, everything is section here, not like a first floor or second floor. For example, if I click this, right click it, and I inspect this, so this is the header part of the website. Okay, this is one section, and this is one section, I'm coming down. So this is one section. This is one section. I will inspect you and show you. So when I come to the bottom, this is a footer section. Okay. For example, what I'm going to do now. So I just take this cursor to select the elements. So I'm selecting here. You see, the tag is header. Okay. You see, the tag is header. What this means? A semantic elements. So these are all the semantic elements. Okay, clearly described its meaning. Actually, it's describing the meaning. I am the header like that way. Okay, meaning to the browser and the developer. So both the browser and the developer can understand. Yeah, they this is a okay. So in the header, what are the things we're going to have? Uh, So in the header, what are the things we're going to have? We're going to have the logo, navigation links, and some buttons like that way. If I come back to here, you see the header part, what are the things we are actually having inside the header tag? Logo and navigation link. What are the links? For example, there is surveys, product, contact. You have to navigate the page, one page to another page, right? So that we can have all the navigation link here, because this is the proper user experience. When the user is coming inside to this website, this is where the people will see to go to another page of this website. Okay. So for example, there is a service page they call a full stack development. So if I click this, it will take me to this another page. Okay. This is the navigation. So I will give you an example how this navigation are all working. So this is the header part of the website. So what this part? Okay. So you see, this is the banner. Okay, this is the banner page. When you're getting into the some website, what are the first section you are viewing is called the banner section. Okay, because here only they will give you good information about their company. Okay, if you see, we build a digital product with awesome engineering. So this is what they are doing. Actually, they are building some product for the people. Okay, so for their clients, they are giving some heading here. So this is the banner section. What are the section they have? So they have another section. Okay, the banner enterprise and another section what they have. So everything is section here. Okay, to to specify the section, we're going to use a section tag. So for the nav, we have the nav tag, and we have footer tag, we have header tag, we have aside tag, main tag, detail tag. For if I'm coming here, so this section is going to be display ad. Okay, so this section, inside the section they are having some article. So just imagine it's a kind of a blog website. Okay, here they are actually posting their blog website, blog articles, and their blog sliders. Okay, so at last they're having the footer section. This is how they actually this is the small part of their piece of part in their website. Okay, everything is a section in website. So the header, we have the header tag, so that we can know, okay, this is the header, and inside the header they are having a navigation nav. Okay, and after when we come down, so we have some section tags. So they are actually displaying the ads. Another section they are displaying articles and sliders. Another at the bottom they are using the footer. So this is how the every website will look like. Started with header and end with section. Inside that, we're going to have a lot of sections. Okay, everything is section here. So you understand this? So how this actually uh, we are making a piece of part. Okay. If you have any doubt in this, you can open your mic and ask.
Sir, is it necessary to keep aside in every web page?
No. You can use the another block level. These all tags are block level elements. Okay, so it's going to take a full width available. You can, if you want, you can use the header or footer, or else you can use directly a div tag also. Okay, I will show you the what does div tag mean. Now we'll get into the practical way. Okay. So
Okay,
you can use whatever the tag you want, but I'm not use this aside and the articles, details and all. I just use header, footer, main and section, navigation. So these are the tags only I use. Most of the developer will use this tag only. They don't wanna use this aside and main details and all. So I will give you the example how to use and all. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, so I just back to my CSR. So first thing, I'm just going to create some web page using the HTML. Okay, here using a simple web page using HTML without any styling and all. So it's going to be very weird when it's come to look. So here header, first thing the header. Okay, in the header I'm going to have a div here. Okay, I will explain you what is div. So div takes here the div takes h1 logo. Okay, so now this header is having a one div. Inside that div we having no logo as in string, as in some text. Okay, so if I'm hovering this, you see the header is actually a block level element. Why this is why I'm saying this is as a block level element? Anyone please open your mic and just
Because div is a block level element.
It will take the full length of the.
Full with the
okay.
text. So
Yeah, okay. So it takes a full available space of the browser so that it's a block level element. So I'm coming here to the div. Okay, this header. Inside the header, I'm having some div. What the div means? It's a division of the small piece of block of code. Okay, just a small piece of code. I'm just dividing this. Okay, just dividing, just a division. So inside the division, I'm having h1. Okay, so every tags are here are a block level element. Okay, so header is block and division is also block and h1 is also block. So for now in our category, so this is now header. Okay, so here we are having only the logo. For navigation, I'm not gonna keep the navigation into this right side because when we get into the flex and grid box, we can do this, do that. Okay, because now what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to have the navigation here. So in the navigation, I will give you the example what the navigation will do. So navigation takes a. Okay, so hash, I will give you the example what the hash. Here I'm just having some 3 pages, services and contact. Okay, so if I'm back to here, these A all next to each other. Why the service is not coming next to this home? It is actually sitting next to this home. Okay, the service is not in coming. It's not coming to the downside of that home. Why? Yeah, it's an inline element, right? Yeah, okay. So that why we are saying that inline element, because it takes only the necessary width of the element, right? The home is only the takes only the necessary width, and service takes a necessary width, and contact is takes a necessary width. So this is the inline element. So this is the nav. Okay, navigation. But I will give you example what this A tag will do in a couple of minutes. So I'm back to here. I'm going to have some section here. Okay, in this section I'm going to give some h1. Hello, this is my first web page. Okay, and here I'm going to have some paragraph lorem 15. After that I'm going to have some button here. Okay, so the button takes click me, just giving you some button here. So in our concept, in our web page, so we having a header, and the header takes a navigation called home, services, contact, and we have banner. Okay, I cannot specify the thing because it look like same, but when we getting into the CSS, we can able to give some colors and make this attractive. Okay, so just understand, we are actually making this kind of sections. Okay, so this is a header section. Inside the header we are actually putting a logo. Navigation section we are giving some 3 A tags. I will give you what is the A tags in a couple of minutes. So in the section, it's a banner section. It's the first section what the people is going to view when they coming into this your website. Okay, so in the banner section you have a heading called hello, this is my first website, and some dummy content I made it here. It's a subheading of this heading. Okay, so if you see, this is the subheading. So this is a subheading. Okay, so and again I have some button here. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, so we have a heading and some paragraph content and one button. Again, I'm going to create another section here. So this is how you would create the sections in your website. Okay, and to make stylings or whatever the things you want. So here I'm going to give some list. So this is the list of users. Okay, here you are showing the list of users. For example, user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 5. So this section is you're showing a users. Okay. So if I come back here, I'm actually having an unordered list. The unordered list takes a list tag. Inside the list, we are having a content called user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 5. Okay. So again, what I'm going to do, in the bottom, I'm just going to call that, in the bottom, I'm going to have some users data. Okay. So for example, here the section is goes, here I will use a table. Okay. I'm going to use a table. The table, I will give you this in a minute. So table takes a table tree. Okay, the tr means a table tree. So the first tree takes a table heading. Okay, th is a table heading. I need name and email and age. Okay, so the table takes a table row, and the table row takes a table heading, table heading, table heading. Inside each table heading, we having some unique content. Okay. If I come back here, you see we have name, email, and age. So what I have to give the table data. After that, I'm using the tr. Here, not the th. We have to give td. Okay, this is a table data for this heading. So for the first table heading, I'm giving a name called Jagan. For the second heading, Jagan at gmail.com. For the third heading, I'm just giving a age called 25. Okay, I just make a piece of one. So this one is Java. Akash. So you see the heading now having a Jagan, and email is now having my email, and age is now having the age. Okay, I will give you how to align this properly. Now this alignment is not good. We can able to do this in a CSS only, but for the HTML, I want to show you the table. Okay, so that I will show you this table tag. So if you see the table tag, it takes a tree table heading for the first tree, and the second tree we are actually adding the table data, and each and every data it's going to continue. Okay, so if you want to show the 100 types of user, you can use the trtd and trtd. Okay, this section is for to showing your user details. Okay, so then I'm back to my section here. This is not a section, it's a footer. Okay, so the footer takes some copyrights here. Okay, so copyright by Jagan. Okay. So this is my footer. So in this section, in this web page, what are the things I am having? I am having a header section. Inside the header, I'm having some logo. Okay, and again I'm having a navigation section, and again I'm having a hello. This is my first page. This is the banner section. Okay, so if I hover this, you see the section is now selected. Okay, so this is a banner section, and again it's a user section, and again this is a user detail section, and this is a footer section. Okay, this is how you actually specify the sections in your web page or website. Okay, this is how you all to do. So the header is a part of header thing. Navigation is to navigate the thing, and section takes a section content. This section takes that section content. This section takes that section content. Okay, this is how we want to split this sections using section tags and also the header tag. These are the tags we're going to use. Okay, I'm not gonna use a main or kind of aside or like that way, because this is how we want to do. This is my style how I do. Okay, I will teach you what I do, so the same way you can also do. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I didn't teach you what is this navigation so far, right? So here I'm going to have I'm just going to create some other files here. Services.html, here contact.html. Okay, I'm having two empty files here. So the service and HTML, the contact. So the service I'm going to make my MA and I'm adding some services. So in the H1 I'm having welcome to my services. Okay. So if I open this, okay, if I open this, it show me my service page. Okay, because you see the URL, it's actually loading my service.html so that we can get the input data what we are given in that service.html, right? So that's what the output is. Welcome to my service. So for now, what I am going to do, I'm just going to use this service HTML to navigate in from the home page. Okay. So here I'm having some another A tag here. This A tag takes a dot slash index.html. This is go to so this is the A tag. Okay, this A tag used to navigate the pages. Okay, this is a hyperlink. So here only we have to give the path of the file name. To when I click this A tag, where should I want to go? Like this way. Okay. So for example, I take this out the hash dot slash. What the dot is actually representing means that if we are inside this index.html, okay, we just get back one step. Okay, inside this index file, we just get back one step outside, so we now can able to access the contact.html and service.html and text.html. So that is what the one dot is actually. One dot meaning, so what if I give the two dots? Okay, this is actually take me to one step further back. Okay, so this for index.html take me one step further back. If I use the two dot, it takes me to the index HTML learning. Okay, so this is how it is actually working. Just we are going one step back like that. So in this one step back, I need here the service.html. I'm actually linking my service.html page to this service. Okay, here the href, another href. Here I'm going to have dot slash contact.html. Coming to the contact.html, I need to create some basic snippets here. Contact.html. Okay, so contact me, like contact. So here I'm going to have some forms. Okay, form. So user want to submit their queries now if they want to contact the company or kind of thing. Okay. So here the form. So inside the form, what are the things I'm going to have? Label first of all. Okay, the label for name. I will just give you some minimal input, but once we get into the project, we saw a lot of inputs value. Okay. So now what I'm going to do in the here the name the label is for name. The input is type text. Okay. So I'm opening my contact.html here. So you see, I got the name and some input. What the input is, you can type some value here. Okay. The keyboard, when you type it in your keyboard, it's actually appear here. What are the things you are actually typing? Okay. So this is the input. So there is a lot of types in input. I will show you in a minute. But why this name and input are next to each other? Why it's not breaking down? Why? Why it is next to each other?
Because it is in inline.
Yeah, that's good. So it's an inline element. Okay. So how can I make this as a now block level element? So now that we confirm that this label is an inline element and this input is an inline element, so that it actually is sitting to each next to each other. So how can I make this as a block level element? Okay. So
BR,
that's the
sir.
next question. So to do that, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to take this label. Okay. I told you that the div is a block level element. Okay. So this div is a block level element takes a full, total available space. So I'm going to have the div here. Inside the div, I'm going to put my label. Okay. So I added my label. So now this is an inline element, but that parent is actually the block level element. This div is going to take a full width available. So another element is going to start on a new line, right? So if I come back here, you see the name is takes a full width available, and another element is started in a new row. Okay. So if I open this, I over this, you see the div takes a full width available. We can't able to push another child next to the name because it's already occupied. So now the input is bottom of that name element. Okay, name. Okay, you understand this? How do I change that as a block level?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So inside the now this input is actually empty. The user can't know how what they want to type, right? So there is a attribute called placeholder. Okay, the placeholder takes a enter your name. Okay. So if I come back here, you see it's now showing enter your name. It's actually just if I click something, it should disappear. Okay. If I write something here, it should disappear. So you see, whenever I do one key also, it should disappear. It's for some user experience. When the user coming to your website, you have to give some clear message what to type in this input box. Okay, so that is what it means. So I'm also going to wrap this input inside this div tag. Okay. So the both are now block level element. Inside the block level element, we are having an inline element. Okay, so this part is for yeah, now like name and name input. Okay, so I'm not going to do the kind of this way. So I take this out. Okay, so I push this input inside this. Okay, for example, I showed you that. So this one is a block level element. So now the name and enter your name. Okay. So again, what I'm going to do, I just take this out. Here I'm going to get a email. Okay. So email. So the type is equal to text. Okay, we can actually type the text here. So here we can actually type the email. So here the placeholder should be a enter your email. Okay. So if I back to here, the name takes only the person name and the email takes person email at gmail.com. Okay. So this is for name type and this is for email type. So I need also the age of the person. So that is a number type. Okay. So I'm giving a age here. So this one is age and type is number. Okay. Please enter your age. So back to my HTML. I can't able to type the alphabet keys here. Okay. Only I can able to type numbers only. Okay. Because the type is number. Okay. We cannot able to type the alphabet keys here. Okay. So this is how these things are actually working. So the type is number. So again, I want to get some dates. Okay. So date. For that, I'm actually giving the date and here date. So here, click here, date. Okay. So the type is actually date. So back to here, the date has some date, month, and year. If I click this, it will pop up some uh, box here. Okay, so it has August, so I can select whatever the date I want. So the 20, it should apply here because it is a date input. Okay, so again I'm just making it another element here. So this is for picking a color. Okay, I will give you a lot of example when we getting into the project. What are the another types of input is there? But for some introduction, I'm just giving you this. Okay, the color. Pick here color. Okay, so this type is color. What this color is going to give you? So you see, this is a color input. Okay, so this one. Again, we have options. So here instead of, for example, for gender, so here we can give that option. Okay, option. So the select is select. Take this out. I will give you the example what the name means. Okay, we will give you some specific name to each and every element, each and every input element. I will do that in a CSS. So just for now, I want to introduce that here mail. This one is email. This one is So if we come back here, why is this not showing option?
Sir, we have to use select tag, right?
Yeah, brother. Actually, very good. I almost now I'm actually using React a lot, so just copy this. Okay. I need to give a value to it. That's the problem. I just make sure to copy this here. What to do? Okay, select after the option. The value is and this one is this one is sorry. Nine, one that, right. Take this out. The value should be yeah. So I close this. If you come back here, we have some small tooltip. Okay, what we can select the female or others or male like this way. Okay, so it will give you some gender options. So male or female or others. So this is how the things are actually working. So far now, actually, it is enough. I will introduce some other things when we getting into the project. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to I already navigate. I already give that path to this contact. Okay. So inside the contact also, I'm going to have another A tag here. For example, A takes an href. It should go to the index.html. So here the same thing. Go to home page. Okay. To make some little styling, you don't want to do this. I'm just having this. So style is background color is. So if I come back to my home page, I'm having some little styling here. Okay, you don't want to do this. When we're getting into the CSS part, I will explain what are the things. How can we add that styles and all of things. Okay, there is an inline style, internal style, and external style. I will give you all the examples. So here also, I'm just take this copy here and I paste it here in the footer. Okay, also need some footer background like this. So for the header, we having a logo. Inside the sections, we having some banner section and also the button and also sorry the navigation section after that logo section. And here we are having some banner section. Here we are having some user section. Here we are having the user detail section, and at last we are having that footer section. So what this now service is going to do? Okay, if I click the service, it's going to take me to the service page. Okay, in the service page, I'm having go to home page. So this is what the purpose of using a tag. It's going to navigate you. Now you come to understand how the web pages are actually navigating in when using a website, right? So if I'm using some website called Apple, if you want to go into that iPad or laptop session, when you click that navigation link, it's actually getting you to that page. Okay, this is how they actually do. They also use the same tag, a tag. Okay, for example, if I go back to my home, this is now coming back to my home. If I click this contact, so it's me take me to this contact page. So the what are the things what we are having in a contact page? We are having some input, email, age, and the date, color, gender, and all. Okay, so I just need some button here. So this one is the div. So we can give a we can give a two types of buttons here. So one is we can give it as a input type itself. So if you change the type to submit in the input value, so it's now also a button. Okay, whenever you're clicking, the form is gonna submit. Okay, but when we getting into Java, will check how to submit these kinds of data and all. Okay, so if I'm for example, if I'm giving the name and Jagan at gmail.com, age is 25 and the date is, the color is blue like this way or green, name I submit this, it's actually submitted the form. Okay, that's why the button we need. Okay, so there is another option. You can create a form button. Yes.
Where the data will be stored, sir?
Yeah. Now we are actually in the HTML. Okay. Now we are not connecting any database and all. Okay. So when we get into the JavaScript, we use some other API to store the data in backend. Okay, don't worry. I will just use the fake API, and when we submit the form, it's actually going to add that form data in some other database. Okay, I will show you that in later when we get into the JavaScript. So the button type is actually the submit. Now it's just a dummy submission. Okay, just for example purpose, I'm showing how the form is actually working. Okay. So type is submit. Here we have to give the value. So if I come back here, this is also the same. So you can also use import type equal to submit, or you can use the button equal to form. Inside the you can use the button inside the form. If you put the button outside the form, okay. If you click this, it's not gonna submit the form. You see, Jagan. Test at gmail.com. Age is 25. The date is someday. Color is if I submit this one, this form is not gonna submit. Why? Because this button is not inside the form. Okay. You have to insert the input or button inside the form, then only it's actually attached to the form. So that only the machine knows, okay, this should, when the user click, it should have to submit. Okay. If I click this submit form, it's actually reload the page. Okay. So far now, what are the things we did? So I go back to my home page. So if you see here, we created some this is first web page what we created using that HTML. Okay, we have some logo section, sorry, the header section. Inside the header we have some logo, and navigation section, how the A tag is actually working, and the banner section, hello, this is my first website, and some dummy content here, the paragraph subheading, and we have some button here also. Some user we are actually showing the user, so this is the user section. This is user detail section where you are showing how many users you are having, and here you are showing the details of the user in your application. Okay, so here some copyright. So by Jagan at 2020. If I go back to my service page, here I'm having some other content. You can create some other page like this way. For example, if I go to the full stack development, that's the same concept. They also create some new HTML page. In this HTML page, their design is something different. Okay, so if I go again, I'm giving a go to home page, take me to the home page. If I click the contact, take me to my contact page. Okay, so this is what the use case of A tag. Okay, so is there any doubt in this thing what we learned so far? So this is HTML. Okay, HTML now got completed. So if I back, not HTML is completed. The basic tags are completed. Okay, hereafter we're going to use a lot of HTML tags in our project and we'll be getting into the CSS. But this is the basics of HTML tags. So these are the tags. Remember one thing. Okay, the block level element and inline element is the most important thing. So if you don't know how to find this, just inspect it and take this, click this, active this icon, and go and check the element. Okay, so if it is takes a full width available, it's a block level element. If it is takes a specific necessary width, it's an inline element. Okay, so these are all the block level element. The LIs are the block level element because it takes a full width available. So if I come back here, this is all the inline elements. So that's why it's actually next to each other. Okay, so this is a block level element. So this is how we can find out what the elements are actually. Okay, inline element or block level element when you hover the thing. Okay, so is there any doubt? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Please open your mic and let me know if there any doubts and all.
No, sir.
Okay, so tomorrow everyone is okay. Is there any doubt that people just put me some message? Okay, the chat box.
Sir, I need this code.
What bro?
Today's code. Sir, I need today's code, sir.
Yeah, I will send you now itself, so no problem. So I will send you the PDF also. Okay. So the HTML now we completed the HTML, the basics. Okay, not complete thing. So tomorrow onwards we going to be getting into the CS. Okay. I will send you this PDF also and also the actual code what we learned today. Okay. So these are the tag what we going to yesterday recorded section also in this. Yeah, yeah, okay, brother. I will ask them to send. Okay. So it's not that admin things are not accessed by me. So I will ask them and I will send. I will say that send it over. So here, so now okay, now everything is okay, right? We are almost covered. I think the base. Okay, these are the tag always we're going to repeat when we getting into the project. Okay, just go and take a look at this project. Just try to understand what is inline element and block development by your own self using that inspect in the browser. Okay, so that is very important because if you can't understand that thing, creating a website layout is very difficult. How to align the center, the text, and how to align the right text to the right. So that I will explain you when we get into the CSS. So in the text file, I am having some tags. Okay, so you don't want this, but I'll just keep this here. So just go and practice this today. So the tomorrow task is nothing. Just to make sure to read and understand this. Okay. So that's the tomorrow task because I can't able to give the task here. So just copy the code and practice by yourself. Okay, just make sure to have some this code and repeat this code in your another VS Code ID. Okay, for to do that, just click the file and hit the new window here. Okay, it will open you up a new VS Code window. So keep one window my code and another window your code. Okay, create some other folder, empty folder in your machine, and inside you drag drag and drop it here, or just go and select like this way also. So that's your wish how that you can use. So create an empty folder. Inside now, if you select the empty folder, it should appear here. So you can select, you can create an index.html and index.html file inside here. Okay. So you can have both codes. So my code is here, the practice code is here. So this is how you want to practice this. Okay. So I think we can close the session today. Okay. Is there any doubt you can ask me? No problem.
Sir, just create separate WhatsApp group for English batch.
Yeah, yeah, I will send you now. Now itself I
That will be sorted.
send off.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
HTML. So I want to make a. I forgot to make some English batch group. Okay, I will make the group. Okay, I will make the group so that it's very easy to. For today, I will just post this. Okay, tomorrow onwards I make the group. So just post today. So I stop my